Boom, welcome back. Just gonna jump into it, really. No intro today, let's just jump into it. Arms day, as usual. Now, I think in these exercises today we went with the progressive overload and also we're also digressing also with the amount of weight we was using. That meant like sometimes we will increase the weight in every set and some sets we will reduce the weight if it became too difficult. Yeah, and I was there today with just three of my guys. One was recording and the other one was there with me. And when each of them walked out, I did take a picture or a video rather to show you how different mentalities work, how people do them. The same exercise but in different ways. Yeah, I think I did the progressive overload or digressing. I can't remember anymore because I'm just so tired, to be honest. And also I don't really like this exercise too much because I do feel it with my shoulders. There are two exercises that we did today that I didn't really like because my body was not how will I say, my body did not accept the exercises really well because I felt pain in my shoulders. And I'm still going to show you another one, and it's very important that you know these exercises because like you don't have to repeat what I'm doing. Like I don't have to repeat what all of these people on Instagram are doing rather. So just find something that works with you and then stick to it. It's always nice to switch it up, by the way. It's very, very important. And you can see the way the machine also here is set up. Our arms do not go like full range and then we pull it inside. It doesn't go full range and we pull it inside. It's like what my friend is doing right now. You do see it like stops somewhere here and then we like pull it inside. Stop somewhere here and then pull it inside. It's not actually a good way of doing it because then you don't get the full range of motion, and that's very, very important. But we just have to work with what we have at the moment. Yeah, you can see my friend also the way he does this, he pulls it in and then he lets it go a little bit further, slightly slowly, then he does it again. But I don't do that. I just go with it left, right, like up, just but he has to like pull it slowly. And I've never done this exercise also. The guy with the yellow dress was the one showing me how to do this, where you let the dumbbells touch your chest the first time and then you do this and then you do the normal press or the normal pull-up stance, and then I think we did this, then we had to switch again. So we started with something heavier, then we went with something lighter. And again, for some reason, always because we are tired, the 5 kilos always felt more heavier than the 10 kilos we started with. It's always like that because our body is tired. And you can see through my facial expression, you can know it's so heavy. Something so light, they're so heavy because of you're just tired. Really, it's not that you don't have the strength to pull it. It's just that the energy is gone, and it's so funny sometimes. We do end up laughing sometimes because it's like, how can this be so heavy when it's so light, basically. It wasn't 10. It was 7.8. Yeah, he did 7.8. You know, easy. He did it easily. Now he's like, okay, now let's get into it. Now you see, he started smiling here. I remember this very well. He started smiling because he felt the pain. That he's like, yeah, I do feel it. Like it's so difficult to control, and you can see how bad his form is. Just trying to finish his reps, and he just keeps smiling because he can't believe. You see, at the end he had to arch himself because it was so heavy. Could not believe it. Yeah, my boy doing the same thing. You know, he actually wanted to continue with this. You know, he was like, yeah, I'm feeling good. You know, 7.5. I got this. Yeah. He was like, I want to go. They was like, nah, mom, calm down. Take the 5 now. Let's see. The moment he picked the 5, I think you guys are going to see it, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we told him to pick the 5. After he picked it, and then you can see his face change. Exactly. Now he started smiling too, because he was the one. He was like, nah, let me continue. You know, he was in the moment. I was like, my guy, calm down. Take the 5 first and see how you feel. Then you can see he's actually struggling with it too. And the reason why we're training like this also is just to add a little bit more intensity to the muscles and tear the muscles very well. And we'll rebuild them once we go home, eat and sleep, basically. This also has to be one of my favorite exercises because I've done this for some time, and no matter how much weight is put on this, I always like find myself doing it correctly. It's just an exercise that works with me because I have a lot of experience in there, and yeah, I know how to do it well. It's not an exercise that I find tedious or anything like that. You know, just working the triceps, making it pop up a little bit. It's a very, very important part to work out, you know. For some reason, some people that go into the gym, right? Like some men, like this is the only part that they train. Like if you look at my videos I've been posting throughout the week, I do post videos on every part of my body. That means I work every part. I don't do everything that you watch and you see these mainstream guys doing. I do the very common stuff, but I do it consistently. And maybe at the end of this month, I'm going to show you the results. But I do plan on doing this in a year. I'm not always going to be in the gym because I don't expect to see myself every day in the gym. Because right now where I'm living, I'm in the gym. Maybe I can go for holidays and I'll have to work out somewhere else. I'll have to do something somewhere else. So the content is like, it has a little bit of a different, you know, a gym vibe to it. I'm not always going to be in the gym. But at the moment, I think I'm going to be in the gym for a long time because I'm going to be here for some time. So right here we're doing a superset. I did a pull down like this, not like this, like this. Like it does work the triceps, but once you pull it down like this, it works. I think it works your forearms a little bit more than when you do this, like this stance here. So I did with both arms, while my friend and I will have to like switch the same time, no rest. But the reason why I had a little bit of chance resting here because my friend was a little bit slow. I will show you what he was doing, why he was a little bit slow, so you understand what I'm trying to say. And right here, I did take a little bit of a step back so that my arm is in full range. Like I said, the full range is very important. If you come too close, your hands are it's not gonna like get the motion you're trying to look for. So I do like try to go a little bit further so my arms like get the motion that I want. And one thing too also about the arms is like, once you're training your arms, right? Once you're training your chest, what are you using your arms? Once you're training your back, what are you using your arms? So your arms do develop a lot of the upper body movements that you do apart from your abs. You train your arms with it, like if you really think about it like that. So that's why I have big arms always. But it's not like I focus on training on my arms. My arms just grow bigger because I was just like doing everything at the same time. The only part of my body that I train that do not require my arms and my abs and my legs. That's very common to know. So that's why your arms like develop, but you still have to have a day where you train your arms because you want to get stronger. You want your body to be in great physique. Even though my arms grew faster than I expected, I still have to train them. They're always going to plateau. It's never going to get so big that I can't like control anymore. You know, I do think that my arms have plateaued in a certain type of level, and I do think that my arms are just going to remain like this. I don't expect them to get any bigger. But even if they did, hey, but I don't expect my hands to get bigger. So right now I just want the other parts of my body to follow. Exactly, right here you see the way he does his, right? He pulls it and then he lets it down slowly. Pulls it and lets it down slowly. That's what makes him to be a little bit slower. And I noticed this, so I couldn't switch my tempo just because I was trying to fit his. I have to stick to mine. And that's also something very important that I also learned, is that so many people like they all have different ways of doing stuff, you know. Like he's going to have different ideas, my friend is going to have different ideas. And this is also the second exercise I was talking about, where I do not like doing this too much because of my shoulders. I do feel a lot of pain. It's like when I like put it behind, I feel a lot of pain on my shoulders, and I would not recommend people who do not have experience to do this, because you do need to like control your spinal cord, make sure your back is like somewhat like. I was trying to take the squat stance, like, you know, arch my back a little bit so my back looks like this, like it's like on a curveball, exactly the way it looks like right now. And then while I try to control it, now you can see my arms are actually closed like on the top, but that's wrong. The way he was doing it, this is a correct way I was supposed to do it. I did do this after, but I didn't show the video because I didn't want the video to be too long. I had to open my arms like this, you know, put it inside and then press. Now someone is texting me after that. And yeah, we did do this like I think we did this 3 times, where I did like 30, then we got it down to 25, and then we did 10. That's round 1. The same thing again, 30, 25, 10, round 2, 30, 25, 10, round 3. I'll do this 3 times. And also one mistake also that we were doing, like I'm just going to use my bottle here. You see, like some of them, doing, I don't know if the camera is going to see this, but they were doing it like this and just stopping, you know, like at the back, just stopping, but they had to go full range. Like our arms are supposed to be this stretched. It was also a mistake that I noticed that we were all doing a lot of time. So next time we train, we'll try to correct that. And then this is the last exercise I'm doing, you know, for the arms. You know, see, I took 10. At this point, at this stage, I could take like 20, but with 20, I would be like, you know, stretching, and it's not going to be enough. So I just had to find something where I felt like it was comfortable to like reach the amount I want to reach. Like take 10 and then do 10 of them in like 5 or 6 sessions. But I think in these sessions we did it like 3 or 4 times, to be exact, and we all did it. And you see the way each of us lie on a chair, we have different postures of lying. When I lie down, I put my shoulders a little bit behind so my hands have a good range of motion. He puts his chest a little bit forward so his hands have a good range of motion. And I think he does it a little bit the way I do it, but a little bit slightly different. Hitting the same muscles group, but you see different people have different ways of doing it. Hitting the same place, but you cannot really criticize other guys on how the way they train, because the way they train is how they're used to it. But now, if it cause harm, that's when you criticize it. But I don't think it cause harm to any of them here or me either. It's just the way they did it. And this is a perfect reason why you don't train with your friends. They make a lot of stuff. I think he was laughing here because someone started singing in the gym unexpectedly that he couldn't control. You know, when you're under stress and people joke around you, you're like struggling and you're like and then someone may do something stupid and then like you're just like you lose your composure. It's normal in the gym. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for today. Yeah. Thanks you guys for watching, and peace. No stress.